All right, questions?
How did the video look upon further review?
Of what? Sorry.
How did the video of the game when you studied the?
Oh, the tape. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was great. We always say that the film always makes you feel better than what it did when you came off the field, and we were just able to learn a lot and about our guys and just get better as well. And that's what watching the tape's all about. You got to learn from your mistakes, and you got to also see the good in things and pick guys up when they do things well, but then also let them know when they don't do things well. And personally for me, coming off the field, like I obviously was excited with the win, but thought that we left a lot out there and was a little disappointed. But I think after watching the film, felt better about my performance as well.
Now that you've had some time to get game reps with your young receivers, your new receivers, how does that change the dynamic or improve it?
No, I think it's big for them, especially. They handled it so well, and it just felt like practice out there, and that's what it should feel like. There wasn't anything that really threw me off with how they played or how we ran our plays. It was pretty much what I had expected. Obviously, we're not going to be getting like the live reps that you get in the games, whether it's with the off-schedule stuff or the off-platform movement stuff in the pocket. Try to get a little bit of that, but it's definitely not going to amount to the same as it is in a game. But for them to feel what it's like to play on a stage like that, I think that it's going to be a little bigger of a stage this week for sure. But they're up for the challenge, and I think that just to kind of get that first game jitters off them is huge.
It'll be your first game in the Swamp also, right?
Yeah, first game. I'm pumped.
How do you and your players, like your signals and all that? Are you using hand signals and things like that?
Yeah, I mean,
they said they're going to be following your lead.
Yeah, I mean, we don't do any like hand signals, but the only thing we'll be changing is like our cadence, and we just have to be like as loud as we can, like in practicing that in practice with the extra crowd noise that we're pumping in. I mean, I talked to our video staff or our media staff yesterday, just saying how like I know we had like some crowd noise here last year for some away games, but we need to pump it up. You know, like it needs to be louder. And I think they did a really good job of that today. And we're trying to make sure that how we practice is as close to how it's going to be come game day.
This is probably considered the toughest venue that you've been to since you've been here. I know you had a tough game at Georgia last year, but the Swamp is traditionally known as one of the tougher. Are you prepared for everything they're going to throw at you? And
yeah, I mean,
hopefully
nothing literally, but I mean, it's just football. I mean, I love playing away. I think that the extra energy, the extra excitement you get when there's a bunch of fans booing you, and it just gets me amped up. And I think the only thing that's different is just like we talked about with handling the crowd noise and everything that comes with that. But at the end of the day, you're just playing ball, and after that first snap, all those nerves and everything about the environment kind of go away. But yeah, just want to make sure again that we're preparing and with our O-line, making our calls as loud as we can. We know that it's going to be tough, but nothing we can't handle.
You've been hyping up Dane all fall, all spring actually, dating back to that spring game. To watch him go out there and do it Saturday in real time and score a touchdown, what was that like to see?
It was great. I mean, he's got the utmost confidence in himself, and he's really hard on himself, which I appreciate him as well. He expects perfection out of himself, holds himself to a really high standard. And I know he thought he could have played better on Saturday, but I mean, I thought he played a great game. And I mean, that touchdown catch alone, like that's a strong hands catch that not a lot of people can make. And for him to pull that away and to make that happen, that's a route that we've worked on a lot, and we're going to need him in situations like that and on the big stage. So you just got to keep at it, and we know that he'll continue to be a big part of our offense.
Le'Veon was clocked as going 22, 23 miles per hour, the fastest player in college football this week.
Was he the fastest player? Was he the fastest player?
That fast?
Oh my gosh, yeah. 22. I know it was 22, but yeah, we knew we had that out of him, and that's just one of the things in his Swiss Army knife of abilities that he's going to have to use, and that's elite speed. And we're going to make sure that we got to take advantage of that and put him in situations to show that off more often.
The NFL stuff, there's going to be a lot more talk about, especially the way Richardson played last week. How do you handle that adding to kind of the pressure of playing a top 25 team on the road?
I mean, Anthony's an awesome person. I got to meet him down at Manning Passing Academy this year and see him spin it around, and saw him again at Media Day. But and just try not to pay any attention to it. You know, I don't read into any of that stuff. that's something that I'm going to focus on after the season, not now. So.
Wandale was here Saturday. Did you get a chance to catch up with him, and kind of curious about what his thoughts were of your new favorite targets?
Yeah, no, we talked a little before and after the game, and he said we looked good, and I know that he knew that we thought we could have played better, but he was very impressed with how we were able to play and how I was able to get the balls to the new guys. And I know I miss having him, and he misses having me, but he's doing his thing, and got to have some fun with him after the game too, which was cool.
Eli was tough on their performance too on the old line. He was just saying they got to be better, but the coaches, Stoops and Scangarello, both said it wasn't as bad as they initially thought. What did you think after the 4 sacks, but they held up?
No,
most of the game?
Yeah, I definitely don't think it was as bad after watching the tape than what we thought coming off the field, and they just got to keep working. That's all they can do, and trusting in their coaching, trusting in their preparation and what our game plan is. But I mean, nothing's going to magically happen overnight. They just got to keep working and trust that they're put in the best position to succeed. And I know Coach Yinzer is going to hold them to a high standard, and as are Eli, Horsey, all the other vets up there. But I got my faith in them, and we're going to make sure we do things this week to improve on that front.
When you get hit a couple times, do you need to say something to him to try to get him fired up? How's that dynamic work?
No, I just kind of get up and play the next play. I mean, they know that. They know when they mess up. I don't have to tell them. If anything, I'll let the coaches do that. But it's my job to keep their heads up and to make sure that I instill confidence in them, so that there's no second guessing when we go out there, that they can just play freely and kind of put it behind them and just focus on the next play.
Mark has talked about communication. You've talked about making sure we're loud and communicating down there in Florida next weekend. How important is it to have Kenneth back out there fully healthy, helping you guys out?
Yeah, no, he's a leader up there, and we know we got some people that are banged up, and that's just football, and people are going to fight through injuries and all that. But when you get a guy back that has been banged up and is ready to play, he's got more confidence. And being from Florida, this is a big game for him, and he's going to take his preparation up this week, and we're going to make sure that we put him in positions to succeed, but he's going to make sure that he's also a leader, and to make sure that they're playing as a cohesive unit.
Are there things that you can do as a quarterback that helps out the offensive line?
With protection, I mean, like making us right protection-wise. Like if we see certain things that might make a slide advantageous one way or the other, that's one thing I can step in as a quarterback and do. But I can't snap my fingers and make them play better. Like they gotta just work and trust in their coaching. But also with how we call plays, like we'll have multiple plays with or certain calls with multiple plays called at the line of scrimmage, and then it's on me to decide which play to run so that the O-line isn't put in a bad spot. And if I do make the wrong decision, it makes them look bad, and people think that they're doing the wrong thing, but it might be my fault. So I mean, some people don't know what's going on, but I'm doing my job, they're doing their job.
Miami does some unique things up front. Do you anticipate Florida may borrow from some of that, or is that something that may be just more particular?
Yeah, like the twists and the stunts. I mean, that's something that a bunch of teams do, and I think with Miami, that's something that they might have relied on a little more, just because the type of guys that they had, and obviously it worked pretty well. But I think Florida is going to play their game, and each week each defense is going to have new things they throw at you that they think is advantageous. So I mean, that might be something that they do. Who knows? But we just got to make sure we're ready for anything and to stay on our toes.
Did you play anywhere at Penn State that might compare to Florida in terms of size and noise and all that?
Probably Ohio State. My redshirt freshman year, I got put in a game there. That was my first time playing ball, big time Power 5 ball, at that level, and that was cool. And
think you can draw on that, or was it too far behind you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I need to draw on anything. I just need to go out there and play, and know that we had situations last year where we were away and it might not have been as loud, but I don't think I need to change too much about what I do, other than just preparing for the noise and doing what we need to do to be ready for that.
Okay, folks, thank you very much.